Hi everyone, I'm Caroline Byron. Today I'm talking all things gluten-free with British journalist Kate Spicer at the Goodroots Festival in London.
Hello, I'm Kate Spicer. The words gluten-free were once very rarely heard. Back in the day, gluten-free food was something you got on prescriptions, so you can imagine how tasty that was. Chefs were very rude about people with food allergies, whereas now it's quite standard to ask. Caroline Byron grew up in those not-so-distant times when gluten-free was for weirdos. You'd think it had put her off eating, but in fact, quite the contrary. She's gone on to become one of the most foremost gluten-free cooks working in the US and the UK today. She's especially popular with the fashion crowd. Growing up in New York, she caught Lyme disease when she was 10 and was a sick child. Homeschooled through 5 years of childhood, she watched a lot of food television and taught herself to cook. With a mother that could only burn toast, she was soon catering her mum's cocktail parties and cooking for 12. It was during this time a doctor suggested gluten-free diet might help, and incredibly, her childhood sickness went away. After a successful modelling career, she went to the New York Culinary Institute, which is the American cordon bleu, and formalised her childhood love of cooking. Unfortunately, at the Culinary Institute, she lived on patisserie, and all those childhood illnesses returned. So, Caroline, I'm going to turn to you now. Hello.
Hello, Kate. Thank you.
So, what is the science of gluten-free? Because I don't actually think I understand. I just like the word gluten-free. Yeah. But actually, what does it actually? What is gluten, and why should we be? Why do people avoid it?
Yeah, I know so many people. Probably not people here, but so many people that think gluten just means all carbs. That you can't have rice, you can't have any type of bread, and it's really just the protein in wheat. It's also in barley and rye. So there's so many different carbohydrates you can still have. You can have any type of rice, any type of potato, and then all these other grains that I've listed as well. So the problem with baking gluten-free that a lot of people find is you're taking out the main protein structure, which comes from gluten that holds any baked good together and gives it its form. So once you take that out, you need to replace it with some other protein and some gums or something to sort of hold it together. And outside of gluten, the biggest protein structure is generally egg whites. So unless you're vegan, I highly recommend using eggs because it just helps give gluten-free baked products their structure.
So you've recently moved here from the States, where
Yes.
you were a big hit in Manhattan. What can we expect from you in the next year? What have you got coming up?
Well, I have my cookbook, which is a primer on all things gluten-free and sort of how to find that happy middle in life, between eating in a way that's healthy and good for you and still enjoying everything and having your little indulgence there. So obviously it's got your smoothies, it's got your salads, but it's also got gluten-free fried chicken and, gluten-free chocolate cake for when you want to indulge. And a few cocktails as well.
Let's get you on the telly as well.
Yeah. Will you come with me, Kate?
I'll have a gluten-free gin and tonic to that.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Caroline.
Thanks so much.
And thank you guys as well. Great to see you all.